Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by...
And Messi! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, it's come loose. Yamal! Oh, the ball's come loose here. He's had a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yamal. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Camavinga. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's having a pop! Oh, it's coming... Oh, Waters! Trossard! It's loose now. That's another chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Liverpool certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Nice control. Now there's a fine ball. Scotland so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Yamal. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Foot in. Davis cuts out the pass. Now it's Ansu Fati. Now it's Mbappe.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And Shevchenko! There it is! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Liverpool have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Trossard. Now then, the ball's come loose. Davis. Done delicately.
Scotland are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Approaching the half-hour mark. And here's Shevchenko. Spread to the right. And it's Caicedo. He's looking wide. He's on it. Can he get away? He's shifted it to the flank.
That's positional goal. The utilisation of space.
Caicedo. Camavinga. Messi. Spread it left. Oh, that's a key interception. Camavinga. Camavinga gets on his bike and on the move. Casemiro. Neymar.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Goes for a shot! Oh, that is asking for trouble. And a chance! And he's stuck it away. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
There will be one
And it's Messi.
at a time.
Yamal threads one in, thinks about the shot, deftly away. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Away we go again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Has a look and plays it forward. Trossard in acres of space out wide. Oh, he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. A case now of complete control. Zabani kept his eye on it, and he's there. Caicedo. Salah. Time and again they are repelled.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Neymar.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now that's well seen too. Camavinga. Now Zabani. And it's Camavinga. Almost an hour gone. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's a key interception. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's trying to hit the front line here. Now it's Ansu Fati. The ball is loose and the chase is on. The muscular approach does pay off here. And now the breakaway. He's got away.
That was lovely, that.
Camavinga with the cross. Not the best distribution from the keeper, and back to the keeper they go. Van Dijk. Zabani. And it's Caicedo. And it's Messi. Spread out to the left. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a loose ball. And the shot's on here. This time, surely! He's got a goal! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass. and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He's having a good look here. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. Messi! Shevchenko was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Yamal, 75 minutes played. Caicedo. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. That's going wide left. Scotland are looking to break at pace. Ansu Fati. Mbappe. And he's there to belt it away. And the shot! And that's a good finish. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Scotland still making a fight of this. Camavinga. Can he get on the end of this? Shapes to shoot!
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Can he get it through? Look at the space here! Scotland needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Mbappe. Fati is onto this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's made its way to him. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Scotland suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Casemiro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's got away. Great chance! Kane stood up well to him there. And here's Ansu Fati. Messi. Camavinga. Messi. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Kane. Great vision. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
He's going for goal! Oh, it's hit the post! Nuno Mendes. That's Kane. Spread it left. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that is a nice touch. And it's Mendes. And here's Kane. Spread out to the left. Baturina's towering header! Goal! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. Scotland are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Not the most accurate pass. Nicely shaped ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Kane. Nicely weighted ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Martinez. Neymar. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Now that looks a decent ball. That ball looks a good one. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Mbappe. Valverde. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that is a good ball to find him. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe! And yes, it's there! Scotland are all square. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 4, Kylian Mbappe.
Scotland restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Kane. Camavinga. Messi. Valverde. Now it's Kane. He can run onto that. Kane is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Baturina, and he was quick to react. Long ball by the goalkeeper, and he's intervened well there. Aimed beyond the defence. Camavinga, Kane.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Camavinga. Messi receives it in a good position here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Messi. Can he get it through? Davis. Taken back almost at once. Neymar. Well, that is one way to stop him.
1 minute added time.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Neymar.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. And he's in on goal. Threads one in. Now it's Kane. That's it, 45 minutes up. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Scotland are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Madrid get the second half going.
Scotland are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
It's a really well-measured ball. Alexander-Arnold, and a header! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Nicely aimed pass. Martinez. Well, that pass isn't the best. Camavinga. And it's De Jong. And here's Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And shifted it to the flank. And it's Messi. Mbappe. And this is Neymar. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's really well manoeuvred. Mohamed Salah does really well there. He is strong. Now it's Baturina. He has found the way through. He's under a lot of pressure there. Impressive jump! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Ansu Fati. Messi could move up a gear here. Oh, well measured. Now it's Baturina. Shot a goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Camavinga. And it's Neymar. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Neymar, passing is crisp and sharp. Madrid needed that, they really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Mbappe. And this is Mohamed Salah. Camavinga tries to pass it through. He's looking wide. Now it's Baturina. Now it's Kane. Knocks it into space. He has a look out. Neymar. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he's got his cross in. Good read, needed to be. Oh, good-looking ball.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Kane. That's going wide left. And it's Mendes. He is through here. Nuno Mendes with the cross.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Baturina. Pass is just off target. Spread to the right. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's found a way through. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Kane. And he's worked it through. And this is Messi. He's shifted. And this is Messi. And Messi! That's destined for the flank. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or...
Messi! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Camavinga, quality ball. Shot could be on. Takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, Red, nice interception.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And we're done. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
And a quick announcement for the benefit
So, Jim,
of
how do you
anybody who has
reflect
found
on
themselves
what we've
a little
seen?
lost today.
Listen, the more this
Please
game
look at
went
the
on,
screen for
a draw was...
information.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things already rolling.
Well, Wayne Rooney's role today will be crucial. We all know of his qualities as a goal scorer, but a lot's going to be expected from his creativity too. It's very rare for a striker to have such wonderful vision.
Yeah, he's a player whose performances always have an influence on the game one way or another.
Yeah, he's going to have to play the role of distributor, ball carrier and link man, and sometimes even track back. But he can do it all. He has an incredible work rate and an insatiable desire for victory.
Quick look, then. Oh, good effort! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, what has happened here? That's going across goal. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Rooney! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Tries to pass it through. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Searching pass he's played there. Scotland, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here! Neymar, quality ball. It's a good ball out wide. And the return pass. Knocks it into space. Martinez. For Messi. Ansu Fati.
Oh, great feat, that.
He has found the way through. Scotland with the corner, they're first. Casemiro! No, not the best of headers. Gerrard. Mohamed Salah supplying the width on this right-hand side. Not the most accurate pass. Chance here to counter. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rooney. Oh, that's a... Goes for a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. They've played it short. And it's Puyol. He'll try from distance! He has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Rijkaard. And it's Gerrard. Rijkaard. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Romero. Aimed beyond the defence.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, nice touch. And he's managed to get free. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Gerrard. And it's Rijkaard. And Sufati. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. On Sufati. Casemiro. And Mohamed Salah. And it's Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Rooney. Gerrard. It's Gerrard! Tremendous from Gerrard!
Well, we had a feeling, Peter, that he would show up sometime, but not in such spectacular style. I can tell you it certainly made one man's job a lot easier in this half-time break.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for that.
That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Scotland coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So straight into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Foot in. And that has put paid to that. Gerrard. And he plays one through. Impressive jump! Neymar. To Ansu Fati.
Brazil are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Now it's Burak Yilmaz. Now it's Rooney. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Scotland still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And here's Ansu Fati. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Neymar goes short, and it's Davis. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. He's a sharp little ball here. He's got away. Oh, look at the space here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Corner number 2 then.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is out of play. Mbappe, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Gerrard delivers. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Substitution for Scotland, number 4.
So we have movement on both benches. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Number 23.
He's picked his way through.
Substitution in
Rooney.
progress.
Rooney stood his ground strongly. Rooney! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he shoots! Goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Just eases him off the ball. Fati, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. He is through here. Keeper has taken... He's having a shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Cafu has given away a free kick, and he's going to have his name taken.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Can he spark a counter here? Nicely weighted ball. That's very neat.
Scotland are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Gerrard. It's a searching pass. That's a shade optimistic. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Can he get on the end of this? And it's made its way to him. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Davis. And Sufati. Passing is crisp and sharp. That has been slung wide. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Now it's Sergio Oliveira.
3 minutes added time.
He's looking wide. Well read, nice interception. And the number on the board is 3. Fati is on. Ansu Fati! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Scotland have their third corner. Casemiro! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Those of you making their way home.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Scotland desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Scotland.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So straight into the action. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable
shapes to shoot! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
And we have our very first corner. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, nicely intercepted. Neymar. He has found the way through. He's in a good position here. Closing. Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Scotland finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's a good ball. He's found the shoots! Oh, good finish! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Modric. And here's Mbappe. Great ball, and he's in here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Yamal. And this is Van Basten. And here's Neymar. It's Van Basten! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Cross goes in there. He's rising! He will be livid with himself.
Scotland are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best.
And the finish! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Neymar. He's had it taken off him. Looking to play him in. And this is Van Basten. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. And he's in on the real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's beaten the last man. Ansu Fati. Shot a goal! Neymar. Picked out brilliant, and the shot! And now they can spring it. Oh, what has happened here? Scotland are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Well, that looks a decent ball. Has a look up and delivers. And he's there to get it away. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah making good progress on the right-hand side. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Caicedo. Now it's Yamal.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh no, what has happened here? Played it. There's the header! He's got a goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Now it's Messi. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. That signals the end of the first period. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we get things going again. 45 minutes to change their fate. Knocks it out wide. It's a promising position. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Davis. Now it's Ansu Fati. Messi. And here's Mohamed Salah. Guardiola powering forward here. Caicedo. Caicedo running with intent. Oh, nice touch. And here's Yamal. Messi. To Ansu Fati. Pinches it off him. Neymar. Caicedo. It's a pretty loose pass. Neymar. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cannavaro. Caicedo at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. And it's Neymar. Van Basten. And he's there to belt it away.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
It's Van Basten! And he hits the net! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Pau Kubasi calmly anticipates. Neymar. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. Oh, sweet feet. And this is Neymar. Modric! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Modric probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Corner number 3 coming up. Van Basten! And he's stuck it away. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. And he shoots! Messi. And that has put paid to that. Well, they can break here. And it's Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Modric. Yamal. Now it's Van Basten. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Guardiola. And it's Caicedo. Oh, this is a great position. That's destined for the flank.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking for the run. That's the keeper's ball. Stood up well to him there. Oh, that's fabulous. That's good running with the ball. Now this could go for a shot! It's a goal! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia from today's match is now...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. We are just getting started. Camavinga makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Well, Peter, I can see him becoming the heartbeat of this team. He's going to snuff out opposition attacks. He's going to get his own side on the front foot. And getting the upper hand in midfield is crucial. And it's going to be a fair bit easier now that they've got this guy on board.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. He intercepts the throw. That's well read. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he's worked it through. It's Van Basten! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. He can run onto that. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Messi. Still goalless at the moment. It's a good spell of possession, this. It's Neymar! And that's off target. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's shifting through the bullish header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Messi. And it's Messi. Played to Casemiro. This is a promising build-up. Oh, it's Van Basten. Yamal, he's picked his way through. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now, can they get him away? Look at the space. Decent chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Scotland really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So the first goal of the game. Casemiro! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Haaland. That is a great pick out. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal goes short. And that's aimed into the middle. Ochoa deals with that nice and simple. Scotland have the chance to go the other way. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Mbappe. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And it's Salah. He'll try from distance! That is decidedly lacking.
Mohamed Salah clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! Goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The goal scored for Scotland.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Martinez. Camavinga
has been indicated.
The most accurate pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Haaland. Pedro Porro has the space to scheme. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Hello everybody,
And we are up to the break.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
Second period then underway. Salah. Camavinga. Casemiro. And here's Messi. Now it's Casemiro. And he's well positioned here. Great ball, and he's in. And the shot! Oh, good looking ball. Yamal, the man with such great vision. Mbappe finding himself in space. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Dorgu picks it up from the goal kick. And here's Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Now the diving header! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Into the lead once more. Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
He had a decision to make and he got it bang on. You can't beat a diving header.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's having a hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Has to go back here. Chance! Oh, good finish. And And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Scotland, after 59 minutes, is...
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And it's Camavinga. This looks promising. Quality ball.
Attendance for this match
Van
was
Basten.
61,052.
It's a good ball out wide. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Neymar. Messi. Camavinga. What's going wide left? Casemiro. And it's Camavinga. Oh, good ball! Chouameni. Oh, there's a probing ball. So, what can they make of this?
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
He's got away. And Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this. Nice control. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And here's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Scotland can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's had a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And he thumps it clear. And this is Neymar. No way through, so back it comes. He's having a pop! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
And now they can spring out of defence. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Messi. Some good work on the right flank here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Neymar. Engages and forces him off the ball.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Dorgu, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Messi. chance, surely! And he's managed to get rid. They'll have to settle for that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Casemiro voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Scotland certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today.